Curious what home updates buyers are expecting during a COVID era, if any? Stick around as we get into that in the question of the day. What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the Hot List. I come to y'all Monday through Friday, each and every week around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. We hang out and talk real estate. We talk properties new to the market with recent price reductions, as well as something unique about the property that I want y'all to know and want to share with everybody. I also answer a question of the day that is submitted by a listener of the podcast. And to find out how you could get your question answered, all you got to do is hang out with me for a few. And finally, I recognize and thank a sponsor of the week each and every single week. Of course, this week is no exception. And if you would like information on how your business could potentially be a sponsor of the week for the Hot List and be partnered, support the Hot List, then all you got to do is just stick around till the end and I will share that with y'all. So happy Merry Christmas Eve, whatever it is for you. It is Christmas Eve here in the US, as well as many other places that celebrate it. So thank you guys for tuning in and joining with me. Don't forget to, if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you share it out. YouTube, thank you guys for stopping by, supporting the channel. All you got to do is hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those bell notifications so as I bring new videos and new content like this one, you guys can come check it out as well. The property we are talking about today is newly listed. The address is 113 Main Street in Cottonwood Falls, about 20 miles west of here. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath house. It's got 1,530 square feet of finished space, currently listed for $149,900 courtesy of Eck Real Estate. This house is a unique property because it's got a combination of original, like bungalow style appeal and charm, as well as some newer updates. It's just shy of sitting on 2 acres in town. It's got a detached 2-car garage, got a basement, a nice big porch, and it's close to the Cottonwood River as well as the Riverwalk. So as you're going to hear, part of what we're going to get into is getting outdoors. This has the space to do it, as well as amenities that are close to get you outdoors as well. So they've updated some of the interior paint, flooring, the kitchen cabinets, countertops, and both bathrooms as well. So make sure you click on the link while this house is available, and it'll take you right to my website so you can see the property for yourself. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you are a pre-approved buyer, let me know. We will schedule a showing for the property so you can take a look at it. Which brings us to the sponsor of the week. If you are a business owner, entrepreneur, manager, salesperson, whatever it is at the business where you currently work and interested in being a sponsor of the week for the Hot List, all you got to do is just shoot me a message wherever you're listening to this, or drop a comment wherever you listen to this, and we can have a conversation. See if you are a good fit for being a sponsor of the week, and we'll go forward as far as what all that involves. And I won't go into too many details here. So if you're curious about it, all you got to do is just shoot me a message. I do want to thank our sponsor this week, and that is Prairie Land Partners John Deere right here in Emporia. We've talked a lot this week about what they offer as far as new equipment, pre-owned equipment, different types of tractors, as well as packages that they offer, service, parts. And today is something I really want to focus on because this is an area my youngest son, Chase, has shown an interest in, and that is career and potentially working for John Deere. We actually sat down, him and I, with the manager of the Emporia store, who is Nick Roth. We spent about 25 minutes, and Nick answered some questions for Chase, and he took Chase on a tour of the area that we were allowed to go to because of COVID. And the biggest thing that stands out to me for a place and a company like Prairieland is they it's a 2 year tech program, and you can learn so much through the vocational. Uh, they have scholarships available and also offer tuition 100% tuition reimbursement as well. So they can pay for 2 years. You can go to Fort Scott, Garden City, or Milford, Nebraska. They can pay up to $10,000 in your tools as well as your tuition for you to learn a trade. You can go to one of those three. Plus, there's an opportunity for an 8-week paid internship with Prairieland Partners. That is amazing. As somebody who did an internship that was not paid, had to do it on my own time while working a full-time job, going to school, a hands-on paid internship, that is absolutely phenomenal. And that's amazing for you to have job placement, have your tuition either paid for or reimbursed, as well as up to $10,000 in tools for 2 years. That's kind of a no-brainer because you're learning a skill, you're learning a trade while not going into debt. So that is absolutely phenomenal, and that was the biggest thing that I learned from sitting down with Nick. So if you're curious, click on the link in the description. All you have to do, and that will take you to their main website. If you just click on the careers tab, you can either check out specifically employment or being a John Deere ag tech, and that will give you all the information that you need to know. Which brings us to the question of the day. And as you guys know by now, the question of the day is my absolute favorite part of the hot list and why I continue to do this. If you guys have a question, make sure that you just drop it wherever you're listening to this. That is how I'm able to continually do these videos and do these updates like I am, because of you and submitting your questions. So wherever you're at, because of you, I've been able to do this for going on a little over a year now, and I just want to thank you guys. So keep those questions coming. Today's question of the day: are buyers expecting certain updates because of COVID? Well, the simple answer is yes. Hopefully that you pictured 2020 or maybe even going into 2021 as the year that you're going to buy a house or list your house. Of course, because of the pandemic, many have hit the brakes because of it and are in kind of a holding pattern. Well, 9 months in, we have word that there's a vaccine on the way. Many people are doing it. Again, I'm going to hold my thoughts on that. So there is potentially an end in sight. Now, many of us do continue to work from home as well as school from home, and real estate is beginning to heat up again, even with the holidays, even with the Thanksgiving we have Christmas coming up, like many of you guys know, as well as New Year's next week as well. So all that translates into is there are still buyers and sellers eager to upgrade homes. What also helps, interest rates are still low right now, so now is the time to just take that foot off the brake, press it on the gas pedal, and just hammer that down and get your home ready to sell. So what types of updates are buyers expecting? Well, today we are going to cover the top 6 home upgrades buyers are looking for in a COVID area. Number 1, an updated outdoor space. Many of us have suffered this year from cabin fever. I don't have to tell you that. As somebody that works from home, I can definitely attest to that. So it's no wonder that the outdoor space is on top of this list, because it is now more important to buyers than ever before. Now, this doesn't mean you need to splurge and get a new pool or something like that. Minor landscaping can make a difference as well while increasing the curb appeal to your house. Depending on your budget as well as your neighborhood, you could consider adding an in-ground fire pit or an outdoor kitchen like we've talked about is trending this year as well. If you live in a cooler climate, what you have the option of doing is you can extend the usability and functionality of your outdoor space, which will only draw more buyers to your home. For example, what I've seen from some people that have an outdoor kitchen or outdoor space, they've taken either infrared or low cost heaters, an area rug, as well as some outdoor furniture, and staged it as an outdoor living room. And people are just going crazy over that right now. Number two, create a functional home office or classroom. As many of us know, not all workers heading into 2021 are going to return and go back to their offices, as well as children aren't necessarily going to go back to their classrooms. This means home office space is at a premium right now, along with space for your kids to log in to their classrooms as well. Buyers are looking for a dedicated space for multiple people in their home. For example, maybe not just one parent is working, but both parents are working from home on top of their children schooling side by side with them. This can create some challenges as well as frustration when everybody needs to be on some type of, a Zoom call at the same time. If you don't necessarily need two office spaces in your house, for example, my house, we only need one because one of us works from home. Consider staging your home to show this as a possibility. So we have a guest room upstairs. We could stage that guest room as a second office or even a classroom for children. Doing this helps buyers visualize the possibilities for themselves and a way to kind of maximize that space in your staging area. Plus, as a Realtor.com study has shown, most of us host guests in that spare room that we don't want to do anything with less than 4 weeks per year on average. Number three, add separation of space. According to a different Realtor.com study, open floor plans started to trend down in 2020. That's not to say they died, they just started to trend down from 2019. Homeowners are now searching for more, we'll call them distinct spaces. This is for family members to work or study, depending on who's doing what. So if your space is not well segmented, right now what is trending for those areas that are more open is creating separation using the barn door style doors or pocket doors. I've even seen some sellers and heard about some sellers that are using room dividers for a quicker and simpler solution. Does this separation add a benefit? It actually does, because having distinct rooms helps minimize the volume from others' activities. So instead of just hearing them face to face with those dividers or that separation of barn door, pocket door, that helps lower the volume so it's not quite as loud. This also creates a different kind of feeling in each part of the house. So if you're limited on going outside, or you're used to going to your office, or you wake up miserable because you just go from your bedroom to your office, it's not as appealing. With people spending more time at home, they want more room as well as different room environments to help reduce the feel of cabin fever, help keep what sanity they have left still intact. Number 4, my personal favorite, add space for a home gym. As many know, a lot of gyms are still closed, unsure if and when they're going to open. Since the pandemic hit, more people have been leaving the gyms to work out at home. This has helped minimize the risk of COVID transmission, as well as this has reduced their commute from home to gym and back, because they have the convenience now of just going to whatever room they have it located in at home and spending that time they were getting ready or commuting at the gym or from the gym with their family. So some of the things homeowners have been adding have been treadmills, ellipticals, stationary bikes. Um, I've talked to people that have just done something simple like an adjustable bench and adjustable dumbbells. Some people have just thrown a yoga mat down somewhere and been fine with that. Whatever it is, if you don't have enough space for a fully functional gym, you can still create a room or a corner for potential buyers to see the possibility and visualize the possibility of a home gym. Number 5, in-law suite makeover. If you have a guest house or an in-law suite, this is definitely attractive for buyers right now, especially for buyers that are multi-generational or have multi-generational households, or what I've seen recently as well, those that are looking for a potential source of rental income. Many people this year have been bringing family members home to live with them and out of their communities. I'm not going to get into that. Um, just personally, I would not recommend that, just because my wife is in that field. There's some other cautions and other red flags to go along with that. Not going to get into this other than saying I wouldn't recommend that. If you do have room, it is a better option, and as long as you have the functionality to go along with that, with a separate kitchen or bathroom in case somebody in the house does get sick, your family members have a way to kind of quarantine themselves and still be able to live and function without going in a common area and catching COVID. So, and again, just to tie into the potential source of rental income, if you're not going to use that space for personal reasons, just know that it can be used as an investment opportunity or investment property. And that brings us finally to number 6, which is sprucing up your laundry room. Everybody has been concerned with cleanliness and hygiene throughout 2020, as we should be. And it's sad that as adults, we've had to come full circle all the way back to when we were children with basic hygiene. It's sad, but it's really come to that. And having said that, laundry rooms are more important now than ever, because have been doing laundry more often throughout this year, especially early this year when we weren't exactly sure how it was spread or transmitted and how long COVID stayed on clothes. People have also been more diligent about washing their blankets, their linens, as well as their towels. Plus, who couldn't use more room for ironing, folding your clothes, or even hanging your laundry? Having a dedicated space for laundry is awesome. Doesn't matter if it's on your main floor, basement, second story, whatever it is, having that dedicated space is amazing. Buyers are looking for homes right now with this space. And this means that they want that space to look just as beautiful, just as nice as the rest of the home, and it's not as appealing to have your washer and dryer in the kitchen or in a bathroom. They want a separate dedicated space for room to do whatever they need to in when it comes to laundry. So those are the top 6 updates buyers are looking for in a COVID world. Number 1, upgrading your outdoor space. Whether you want to add a pool, do some minor landscaping, create an outdoor living room area, whatever the case may be, go nuts and look into it. Number 2 was creating a functional home office or home classroom, because we know not everybody's going to be heading back to work or back to the classrooms starting in 21, so make sure that you've got enough space. Number 3, separating that space. You know, people want distinct spaces and divide from other family members to help reduce the volume. So if everybody's on the call at the same time, you have that separation so you're not trying to talk over one another and just add to that volume. Number 4, add a space for a home gym, because a lot of gyms are still closed, or with the cases going up, you may want to stay at home, work out on your own, and not take the chance of transmitting or receiving the COVID virus. I get that. Plus, it saves on your commute, gives you more time with your family. Number 5 is the in-law suite makeover. If you have the room for this, it's definitely attractive for buyers, especially those that are multi-generational households, or if you're looking for an additional source of income. And finally, number 6, sprucing up the laundry area, because laundry is more important now than ever. Want to do your best to keep everything clean, washed, and have room to still fold, iron, and hang any laundry that needed. So that's it. Those are the top 6 things, and let me know what you guys are thinking. Did I hit something that you were looking for, or did I miss something that you think should be on here? Let me know, and I would love to hear from you guys. Since it is Christmas Eve, tomorrow obviously means that's Christmas. There will not be a hot list episode, so I will see you on Monday. I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend, a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. You guys take care and have a great one.